Houston Congressman Mike McCaul joins us right now in Houston's Morning News. Congressman, welcome. Great to have you. You are chairman of the Homeland Security Committee, and yesterday a lot of discussion about radicalized Americans going to Somalia training with al-Qaeda. A real problem when they come back, correct, Congressman? This is what we're worried about.
Oh, yeah, of course, and thanks for having me on the show. We documented about 40 Somalians out of Minnesota primarily had gone over to Somalia, trained by al-Qaeda to fight in their civil war. And I think that the real issues you identified is what happens when they come back, and can we track them when they come back? Obviously, al-Qaeda wants to hit us in the homeland, and I think it's a very dangerous combination here of American citizens who are recruited in the United States have legal documents to get back in, and how can we stop an attack?
And this is, over in Yemen, you have the American-born leader of al-Qaeda, al-Shabaab over there, and this is really al-Qaeda 2.0, right? I mean, this is the next version of al-Qaeda, the next phase of what they want to do to hurt us here in the West.
I think in the post-Bin Laden world, you have these franchises you identified in Yemen. You have al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, they call it AQAP, and then they've got al-Shabaab in Somalia. Al-Awlaki in Yemen is radicalized Muslim youth in the United States. Major Hassan, Fort Hood shooter, good example of someone who is radicalized. So this is a real issue, and unfortunately, there are some on the other side of the aisle who chose to play the race card.
Wait, Congressman, hey, let me just play this for you because I want you to hang on. I need to get your thoughts, but let's play that so you can comment on it.
To my knowledge, we've not had a hearing in this committee on those kinds of groups, and I have evidence that they are as dangerous as any might be. The difficulty with these hearings is it may provide information, but it may provoke unnecessarily individual communities that are trying to do their best.
Yes, Sheila Jackson Lee, we'll come right back to you, Congressman, and get your thoughts on the fact that Congresswoman Lee feels it's the white right-wing extremists that are the real problem. Let's find out what Congressman Mike McCaul, who's chairman of the Homeland Security Committee, thinks about that statement coming up next.
Your Houston Morning News with Matt Patrick continues.
KTRH News Time is 7:22. Sheila Jackson Lee yesterday.
To my knowledge, we've not had a hearing in this committee on those kinds of groups, and I have evidence that they are as dangerous as any might be. The difficulty with these hearings is it may provide information, but it may provoke unnecessarily individual communities that are trying to do their best.
Joining us on Houston's Morning News, Houston Congressman Mike McCaul, chairman of the Homeland Security Committee. She's talking about white right-wing extremist groups more dangerous, Congressman, than those radicalized Americans in Somalia. Yes? No?
Well, yeah, Sheila just can't help herself, and it's classic, to say that it's a white guy, the right-wing, white guy that poses a greater threat than al-Qaeda is just it's nonsense. If you look at the data, we've had almost 30 terror plots over the last 2 years, all from radicalized Muslims in the United States.
Congressman, she says she has proof. In that statement, she says, I've got proof of this. Have you seen that proof? What kind of proof does she have?
No, she can't back it up. There could be one case of domestic terrorism. But the fact is, the overwhelming number of threats and cases come from radicalized Muslim youth. And then it's just one case after another. The Christmas bomber, Times Square, Major Hassan, Fort Hood. I can go on and on. The guy outside of Houston, Hempstead, Lubbock, Texas, Dallas, a lot of these cases in Texas.
Why do you think, Congressman, is she throwing out the race card again here? It's amazing to me when she's talking about, not raising the debt ceiling. We're not doing it because the president is black. Now we're picking on Muslims. It's really the white right-wing extremist. It's interesting to me. Is this all she's got to defend her position?
Well, that's her MO. They don't like the fact. The reality is reality, and that is that it's Muslim youth that's being targeted and radicalized by radical Islam to do terrorist attacks, and that's just the reality. I'm not making it up, and I'm not saying that I'm not injecting race. And basically, we're not targeting, this committee is not targeting Muslims. This committee is having hearings on the radicalization of Muslim youth. And the fact is what it is. I mean, it's,
right.
I don't understand the controversy when you look at all the terror plots against the United States and look at all the hijackers on 9/11. They are who they are. And you just can't get around that fact.
Right.
She doesn't like that. She wants to turn it back to the white guy.
Congressman, thank you for joining us on Houston's Morning News. As always, look forward to talking with you again, sir.
Thank you, Matt.